Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. A beast, a machine, hitting on you with speed, running gasoline lean. Give me all what I need, indeed. Pedal to the metals, a life that I dream. Can't settle for tea kettle when I can roast it like coffee beans. My chances splitting the seams, pumping supreme. A rough race leaves enough traceless, smoking with steam. Spinning wheels, hitting deals with high velocity. Break the rules of physics to win, become an odyssey. Might be second place, but I'm riding behind. Set to draft, fly by, feel the G-force, adjust, get the better lap. My tires may be bold, riding a weather track, but I've left my checker pass so I can reach the checkered flag.
Good evening, folks. We are back. Another episode of the Checkered Flag. Tuesday, June 9th, 2015. We have a lot on the agenda tonight. In a minute, there's a picture right here you're going to see on the big screen. We're going to talk about what that's all about in just a few moments. But right now, I want to give a huge hats off to McKenna Haase, who led the entire way for her second win of the year in her 305 class at Knoxville for the Lucas Oil Championships. Big hats off to her for that. Cabot Bigham, a Formula One racer, chalks down yet another win, making it win at number 4 this season. It happened at Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca, this past weekend in Salinas, California. This is his first year in his Formula One, by the way, so big hats off to him for that. And we're going to have her on, she's on the phone right now, talk to her in just a little bit. Pleasant Cook suffered a rollover this past weekend. We have a little video we're going to show, and there's a little video there. We have a picture up right now. We're going to talk to her in just a little bit, but before we do that, we're going to talk about something that's happening this Saturday. Be sure to sign up, folks. Cam Cartway and Red Boy Motorsports, JT Electric, Key to Victory Web Designs presents the invitational top 100 outlaw carts out of the country, the top 100 out of the country being chosen. $3,000 to win. Go to outlawcartinvitational.com. Excuse me, outlawcartinvitational.com. I talked too fast. Check that out. I'm going to be out there announcing that. That's what I'll be doing over at Cam Cartway this weekend. I'll be so excited to fly out SFO on Friday, so I'll be announcing for that. Well, suffering a rollover this past weekend. We're not going to go into too much with her injuries. We'll let her talk about it. We've got her on the line right now, Pleasant Cook.
Hi.
Hi, how are you feeling, by the way? That was quite a rollover.
Pretty good. Just a little sore, but other than
Yeah.
that, I'm fine.
Yeah, so walk us through it. Tell it, we got a couple of pictures. We got a picture up on the screen right now of your Vision sponsored truck. You got some really good air before you rolled over. We also had the video we showed. So what happened?
Well, as I was lining up for my jump, I thought I was going too slow. So I actually throttled it out, and it was going about as fast as it could go. And as soon as I hit,
Right.
I knew I was not going to stand right at all.
Right. Hang on. I got to get this real quick. This is the stuff you don't see, the checkered flag. And we got them on right now. Hang on. We'll get right back to you. I'm sorry about this interruption, guys. We're actually we've got you on the line right now. Right now we're gonna Sammy. We're gonna get to you in just a moment. Right now we have Pleasant Cook on. Do you know who that is? She races a mini monster truck, and she had a flip this past weekend. We're talking to her right now, and we're gonna give her a couple more minutes, and we'll get right to you. Okay? So stay right there and go absolutely nowhere. We've got on the line right now. Right now we got on the line Pleasant Cook. So Pleasant, continue your conversation. We're sorry about the interruption and happened to do this impromptu, folks. So go ahead and continue the conversation there, Pleasant.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was in the air, and I knew as soon as I got in the air that it was going to ride the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I landed, I actually landed on the front driver's side tire. And
Right.
it jumped up the other tire. Whenever I landed, though, it actually broke one of my bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
My spring bars, which actually made it impossible for me to do any more jumps that weekend without breaking my truck even more. So then my next show, I didn't get to do much, but just kind of drive around.
So I wish you had more time to talk to you. But what kind of you didn't sustain too many injuries. I know you said you bit your tongue and you had some maybe some bruised ribs. That was about it.
Yeah, that's pretty well it, except the sore neck and.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Can I make the joke here on the checkered flag? Can I tell them what was going? No more chewing gum while you're. I guess no more chewing gum while you're racing your mini monster truck.
No more. That definitely gave me a scare.
yeah, that would be probably. So, what kind of safety gear do you got? I'd asked you this on the interview before, but what a testimony to the safety gear you have. You came out clean in that roll. I mean, what a testimony to this, to the safety gear. I mean, what do you got in that thing? I mean, you must have a whole Hans device, everything else in there to keep you from your head from moving like that.
Yeah, I actually had the 5-point harness and everything, so I'm completely strapped in there. I can't turn my head side to side with the Hans device.
Yeah.
That definitely is what kept me into my truck whenever I did that roll.
Right. Well, hey, thank you so much for calling in. I wish we could spend more time with you. We've got Sammy Ace Davis to get to here. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're okay. No more chewing gum while you're racing your monster truck, okay, girl? It's good to have you on. Good to have you on, and I'm so glad you're all right. And where are you headed next, real quick? Where are you going next weekend?
I'm going to Springfield, Missouri with Monster Truck Nationals.
Wow, exciting. Girl, thank you so much for being on the line with us.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Instead of what we usually do, our commercial break. Again, sorry about the impromptu, folks, but we're going to get right into this. Why not? Sammy Ace Davis on the line right now. Outlaw kart racer. Races for KM Kartway. Sammy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Hey, you know what's really cool? You share the same name as I do. I got, my nickname is Ace, Ace Naylor, and you share Sammy Ace Davis. So how did you get your nickname? I'll tell you, I got mine. How did you get your nickname?
How did I get my nickname?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, when I was racing sometime, and I did good for a few races and stuff, and so when I came out one time, my aunt just called me the Code Man, and ever since then it just stuck to me.
Right. So that's pretty cool. So tell us about how all this began for you.
Excuse me?
How did all this begin for you?
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Yeah, let's get I'm gonna have to probably get near the thing here. Sammy, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to probably get I'm gonna have to. Can you hear me now? I'm speaking up really loud for you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right, Sammy. Sorry about that, man. We're just getting rid of the sound thing here. So tell us about how all this began for you.
Well, when I was 6, I was playing my game and stuff, and my dad called me into the room, and so he asked me if I wanted to race cars, and I said yes, and so eventually we got a car, and I started out with the number 71 for a while, and then when we got enough money, I changed it to 21, so
yeah. It
began when he asked me if I wanted to race when I was 6.
So what are you racing? You're racing a mini sprint? You're racing a KSP mini sprint right now?
No, sir. I race 250s.
Oh, you're racing 250s. Oh, 250s. Tell us about your 250 cart.
Excuse me?
Tell us about your 250 cart. I'm going to go ahead and slide over here. We'll just keep the camera right on you, and you'll hear my voice so you can hear me, okay? Okay, right here. So tell us about your 250 cart.
Well, I've only raced it for about a month or two, and it's been a lot of fun. It's something new. It's a big step up from the smaller class. And last Saturday I was in the feature, and I was running third, and I was going through turn 3, and my motor blew.
Yeah,
So I decided to get a new one.
Yeah, your dad told me that. Dad told me that going into the interview. Let's get here. So. Yes. And you know what, Cody? You're Cody, right? Are we on the right one? Yes. Okay, so I got to apologize to you, man, and you're actually a pretty good sport because the notes I had in front of me was for Sammy Ace Davis.
Yes, I just actually bought a motor from him too.
Yeah, I happen to have his notes in front of me, and so when I was talking, okay. So so Cheese Fry. How did you get the nickname Cheese Fry?
Well, I started at the races and stuff, and my dad and brother and everybody was talking and stuff. So eventually we got all nicknames of food and stuff. My brother's Tater, and I'm Cheese Fry.
Yeah. So you guys all got nicknames. So tell us a little more about your 250 card. So tell us about how you moved up. So did you start out in the beginner box like most racers? You started in the beginner box?
Yes, I started out in 3.5. I went to 6.5, and then I went to pure stock, gold plate, and the animal, and then I just recently moved up to 250.
Yeah, because I've heard that they've had, in California we have different names. We have different names for the outlaw carts, and you were naming so tell us about those. You were talking about animal, gold plate. These are some that maybe some of the our new reviewers don't know. Obviously I do, but tell us about some of about what those are. What's the gold plate? Has got like a gold plate with it, or it's like a restrictor? Is that what that is?
Yes. The gold plate has the gold plate in it, and animal, you just take the gold plate out.
Right. Yeah, so that makes you go up to animal, and then you move on up to the 250. So you're looking for 500s now. What do you guys call them, 500s over there?
Yeah, there's a few. Yes, there's a few of them.
Yeah. So are we going to see you at the Invitational this weekend at Cam?
Yes, sir. I will actually be camping out there in my car.
Ah, there you go. No, you won't be sleeping in your car though, right? Camping out with your car, but not sleeping with your car. You're going to be it's a 3-day event. It's a 3-day event coming up, folks. Let people know this, and you can tell us about this too. It's a 3-day event. Sponsored by Red Boy Motorsports, JTR Electric, and Key to Victory Web Designs, and it's an invitational. The top 100. There's going to be a lot of different racers there for the top 100 carts. $3,000 to win.
Yes.
Wow, that's exciting, man. You're looking to cash in on that kind of a check, huh? So tell us a little more about we talked about your carts and everything. Tell us about your wins. Do you have any monumental wins that stick out in your mind? I mean, you must have. You've had quite a career. You've had quite a career. We've seen your website, your web stuff. So you've had quite a career. Tell us about something, the one that sticks out in your mind the most.
King of the Hill and Animal. It was me and It was the very last one. It's where one whole class draws numbers, and so two cars go on the track side by side. You get 3 laps, green, white, checkered. And at the end, whoever wins goes in the infield, and the loser gets off the track. So after doing that a few times, it comes down to the last 2. And so it was me and my friend Brady.
Wow.
He now does football. So
wow.
It came down to me and him, and going for the checkered right before getting in turn 3. I was on the high side, and he was in the middle, and I was behind him. And he was going up, so I decided to slow down, turn left a little bit, and I went under him, and I ended up winning the King of the Hill.
Wow, that's exciting. Thank you for taking us through that. That's pretty exciting there. It's like process elimination. He was down to like the last 2 cars. I mean that's pretty exciting. I mean you had to last to that whole. How many laps were there? During that whole thing, how many laps did you guys do? You said green, white, checkered. So how many laps were there before the elimination?
Just 3.
3 laps, yeah. Right on, man. So do you have anybody? I wish we could have you on longer. We've got a lot of guests on today, and we're also, we're getting ready for the big national, for the invitational. I'm going to be over there to meet you guys. But I wish we could have you on longer. Anything you'd like to thank? Sponsors, thanks, shout outs, anything else that we didn't cover that comes to mind?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Print Place, H&K Plumbing, my mom, dad, grandma, everybody that supports me and comes out to watch.
Right on. Well, thank you so much, man.
Thanks to my sponsors.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for talking with us. Thank you for talking with us, and thank you for being a good sport, because, I wasn't on that game, and I had the wrong notes, but so thank you for being a good sport, man. I appreciate it. We got to take a commercial break, and we're going to be right back with our next guest after this.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Boy, that was embarrassing. Can we get to a commercial break now?
Coming to a home near you. LCM TV is bringing Lake County into the new millennium with news, live broadcast, information, music, talk shows, and local programming, all streaming in high definition online and soon to be on your Roku box. Join us at lcm-tv.com or be a part of our studio audience. You can also watch the shows at LakeCoMagazine.com as we provide programming to inform, enlighten, and maybe even enrage you. On Lake County Magazine Talk Show with Terry and Pete the Tax Guy, Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Like racing? Try the Checkered Flag Show, hosted by Ace Naylor on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. All ages and divisions in regional and national fields. Joni Lane brings a positive light to you every Monday at 3 p.m. Pasha Space brings an international flair as they discuss ecological, health, and social issues in Haiti with people around the world. End up your week with positive, conscious sounds on Saturday at 9 a.m. with Sister T on the Bridge. This show is also simulcast on KMEC 105.1 FM in Ukiah. Our latest show, LCM TV News, is brought to you live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon, and rebroadcast at 6:30 p.m. and noon daily, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, featuring national, regional, and local news, weather, and sports. We have it all here for you on your local TV station, LCM TV. Join us online and soon on Roku, giving you access to all the best Lake County has to offer. We are LCMTV.com, your multimedia connection. Tune in for the fun. It's live TV at its best.
SSS Multimedia is sending you smoke signals, providing their clients with the ultimate communication and multimedia marketing, distribution, production, and web-based services. They feature high-def video equipment and quality audio sound. SSS is your multimedia source, from graphics for business cards to television production, radio, live sound, and everything in between. SSS is sending you smoke signals. Get your message out with SSS Multimedia. For more information, call 707-701-6416 or email info@sssmultimedia.com. Manticorp Tax and Accounting can help you minimize taxation, establish a corporate presence, and save you money. Our over 25 years of experience in domestic and international taxation and incorporation services makes us the best at what we do. Your first consultation at Manticorp is always free, and our discounted rates guarantee you will not end up paying for what you don't get. Try Manticorp today. For more information, call 707-701-6416 or email info@manticorpusa.com.
All right, folks, we are back. I have the right notes in front of me this time. We've got on the line right now Starman Tony Dodd, sprint car racer. Just to name a few, let's go down the line just a little bit. He's done quite a bit so far. 2010 Longhorn Shootout Outlaw 125 champion. November 2010, Alvarado, Texas. 2011 Lone Star Nationals 125 Outlaw champion from Wichita Falls. 2011 National 125 champion, August 2011. Blast, good luck, tongue twister there. In Knoxville. Wow, what a career this kid has so far. We've got Starman Tony Dodd on the phone right now. How are you doing, Starman?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. It's so exciting to have you on the show. We're going to get into some pretty phenomenal, exciting things later in the interview, but let's talk about how this career, how everything began for you in the wonderful world of auto racing and you know, of course, outlaw karts.
My career started when me and my dad were in the living room and we were watching the World Outlaws. Steve Kinzer were at the Knoxville Nationals. And I sat there with my dad, well, Dad, I want to race one of these. So he said, okay, we'll try it. So we bought a go-kart, and he decided, here, just play with this for now. And suddenly he see me reaching back there to play with the throttle, and he knew that I wanted to go faster and faster.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's exciting. And so how was that for you? Do you remember that first time you stepped into the cart?
Yep, when me and my dad went out to Crackdown Speedway.
Yeah.
I went out there to watch the race, and Dad got a go-kart, and we played at Cowtown, and it was the first time I loved to go fast.
So you were
wanted to go in the bigger league, too.
So you were just hooked from then. That's pretty exciting. So what kind of cart are you racing right now currently?
Right now, we're racing the Champion Edge Sprint Triple X 305.
Okay, yeah, that's exciting. You hear at the top of the hour we just talked about McKenna Haase. Have you raced against her yet? She actually won. She just won in Knoxville. Congratulations to her. She just took the win in Knoxville. Did you race that race?
No, sir.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night at KSP.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know who we're talking about, right? McKenna Haase. She just took the win. Big hats off to her. I didn't know whether you'd raced her or not. So let's talk about how you got the name Starman. That's a pretty exciting name. That's actually a pretty exciting name.
It was in elementary school. My dad, teachers used to hand us a calendar. You got Monday through Friday, so you have to get 4 stickers to go racing. If I had not get 4 stickers, I don't race. But every day I always get 4 stickers. Dad always asks me, "Do you have 4 stickers?" Yes.
Right.
So we're going to the racetrack. Well, the sticker had to be a star. Star.
Right. So that was like, and I've seen that a lot in auto racing with kids at race. You know how important are grades to be able to get in behind the race car and race.
Very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Right. So tell us about you've and I want to talk about this too, folks. And if we can touch on this, you're with a program called Advocacy Behavior Consulting. Let's talk about that because I've actually I'm involved. I was involved with a program myself up here where I live.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, ABC's what was the name again? Advocacy Behavior.
Yeah, that's your sponsor. Yeah, that's your main advertiser, correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
At high school, the Lakers High School, when I went there, starting from 11th grade all the way to 12th, the school was starting to mess around with me and telling me that you can't do this, you can't do that, and they were trying to kick me out of high school because how I was. I have Asperger's.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time learning how to understand stuff. We were
gonna touch on that because that's a very unique story that's close to my heart because I revealed it. I'm revealed it in the book I'm writing right now. And basically, I have a mild form of autism myself. So it's just so good to see that people that have things like this are we're not allowing barriers. We're knocking those barriers over. And man, you are just so phenomenal and so amazing to see to be able to see somebody else who's overcoming and you found something like getting behind the wheel and racing. And you found some barriers to knock over. That is just so amazing. You're just so amazing, my friend. So tell us about a little more about that, and then how is that with you and with how is that with racing? Are you able to how are you with that?
I can. What was the question?
Oh, the question was, racing, like for me with the checkered flag, does racing, does that, using the right words here, provide an outlet for you, basically, to be getting behind the wheel of a race car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So let's talk about now Kendale Speedway Park. You have a thing called Candy Call. Tell us about that.
Well, Candy Call is like where you can bring your car up to the stands during intermission and you have 200 boxes of candy, and the kids come up to your car, and you hand them candy and all that. And
that's exciting.
Well, can I have your autograph? Can I sit in your car? It makes the kids happy, and they want to say, like, one of the kids, like, I want to be like this kid one of these days.
Yeah. Wow, that's exciting. I'm sure you're an inspiration to quite a few kids out there. We have a couple of I had some fan questions. One of the fan questions was, what is your favorite track to race?
Tractor race?
Yeah, what's your favorite track to race? Well, that was a fan question via Facebook. What's your favorite track to race?
I'd say the Lloyd at non-wing.
I would say, let's say, how about winged? Winged. Let's go with winged. It didn't specifies, but we'll say, how about winged, huh?
KSP and sometimes at Mountain Creek.
Oh yeah, tell us about. Oh, no, I'm hearing some good things about Mountain Creek. Tell us about Mountain Creek. I've heard some good things about them.
Mountain Creek is getting a lot better this year. They're starting to understand how the splits and the race savers and all the rest of the cars.
Yeah,
The track is getting a lot better. Bo and them are helping them out, getting the track nice and smooth. We had a couple of ruts down in turn 3 and 4, but he got it all fixed. And
yeah. Yes.
Every night.
I was going to say that because I know it was kind of a rocky start, at that speedway for you guys, but they seem to be making some pretty big improvements up there. And are you going to now? You've had? I want to talk about some of your moments, man. We went down a list when I introduced you on some of your moments in racing. Tell us about the Longhorn shootout, and tell us about that. You had the 125 champion in the Longhorn shootout. Tell us about that. That's exciting.
Longhorn shootout. Kevin Ramey got that track open in what day? 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a team, SKE, the 125 and GP High Racing. They decided, well, why not give this kid a good car? So we got SKE, brand new. We don't know anything about it. Brand new motor, don't know anything about it.
Right.
The only thing we did is just put the gears on it, and we ran it and checked the tire pressure in the wing.
Yeah.
And it ran like a charm.
Yeah, he had never driven the car before the race.
Are you serious? So he didn't have any practice time then?
We finished it at 4 o'clock in the morning. The day
wow.
of the race.
Wow. That is just phenomenal. So let's go on to the Lone Star. Let's go on to the Lone Star Nationals 2011 and Lone Star Nationals 125 Outlaw Champion.
That one, that's the same car we got before Longhorn.
Yes.
We figured that we had a problem couple that night, and Jordan McPherson came up to us and told us, well, the car, you got to get the car to flex. Let it flex all over the place. They had a bar and they're holding it because it would not let it flex. So we took it out and the whole car turned 3 and 4, and it just took off. No bumps, nothing.
Oh, wow. And then you...
Passed the half the track.
About that, yeah.
Yep.
I am just so amazed with you because I've got... I could be here all day. Back on 2000, I mean, there was a lot. 2011, your national 125 champion, August 2011 at Knoxville, Iowa. Tell us about that because that's a pretty monumental moment right there, man.
Yep. We went up to a team, Cam Cartway, up in Rome, Texas. Mike Ingstrom and Kaylee Ingstrom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all decided to go out there and race for our country. So we went up there, and then we had start the first heat. I got second, and then the qualifying I got fourth. But then the feature time, we had a head problem.
Right.
We had
He was down 50 pounds of compression, and I told his teammates, I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one off. And so he was under 125 pounds of compression. He should have had 175.
Right. But he still pulled it off. Now that's amazing, man. You just had one amazing kid there. I mean, just to sit back and prior to having him on the show, to sit back and hear the story and everything, as just for me, I'm in awe. I'm so amazed. I hope I get to meet you guys. Are you guys going to the Invitational?
I don't think so. We're pretty committed to the 305 this year.
Understandable.
We are going up on Thursday for sure.
Right. Yeah.
I used to work up at CAM as the track announcer, and I really want to go back and see some old friends. Yep.
Wow, that's exciting. That's very unique. And let me tell you, folks, who's online, so you guys know that's Starman Tony Dowd's father. He used to be the announcer for Cam Cartway. I'm going to step in and announce announce this event this weekend. So who knows? You may have a new announcer there, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to get to know everybody that I've had on the show from the Cam Cartway series, and I wish I had. Hopefully, I'll get the chance to meet the Starman here pretty soon.
Look forward to meeting you too.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, we got to let you. Anything else you want to talk to us about? We got to let you go. It is. We've got to take another commercial break before we get to our. We got a couple more guests left, and then we got some things to talk about in NASCAR. So, if you got a couple, any shout-outs, thanks, or you'd like to give before we let you go?
I want to thank my sponsors. We got the Champion Edge. Then we got Storm Engineering. Then we got Eagle Powder Coating, ABC, and then Burleson Auto Center.
Right.
And Mike's cell phone and tablet repair.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much, you two. I appreciate having you guys on the show. I hope I did your cause justice there, and I hope I get to see you guys at some point.
All right. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for calling, man. All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, we got to take another commercial break, and we're going to be back in just a moment with last but not least, Sammy shares the same name as me, Sammy Ace Davis. That's coming up next, folks, in just a few moments. We'll be right back after this.
You're invited to participate in a true multimedia experience coming to a home near you. LCM TV is bringing Lake County into the new millennium with news, live broadcast, information, music, talk shows, and local programming, all streaming in high definition online and soon to be on your Roku box. Join us at lcm-tv.com or be a part of our studio audience. You can also watch the shows at lakecomagazine.com as we provide programming to inform, enlighten, and maybe even enrage you. On Lake County Magazine Talk Show with Terry and Pete the Tax Guy, Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Like racing? Try the Checkered Flag Show, hosted by Ace Naylor on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. All ages and divisions in regional and national fills. Joni Lane brings a positive light to you every Monday at 3 p.m. Pasha Space brings an international flair as they discuss ecological, health, and social issues in Haiti with people around the world. End up your week with positive, conscious sounds on Saturday at 9 a.m. with Sister T on the Bridge. This show is also simulcast on KMEC 105.1 FM in Ukiah. Our latest show, LCM TV News, is brought to you live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon, and rebroadcast at 6:30 p.m. and noon daily, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, featuring national, regional, and local news, weather, and sports. We have it all here for you on your local TV station, LCM TV. Join us online and soon on Roku, giving you access to all the best Lake County has to offer. We are LCMTV.com, your multimedia connection. Tune in for the fun. It's live TV at its best.
SSS Multimedia is sending you smoke signals, providing their clients with the ultimate communication and multimedia marketing, distribution, production, and web-based services. They feature high-def video equipment and quality audio sound. SSS is your multimedia source, from graphics for business cards to television production, radio, live sound, and everything in between. SSS is sending you smoke signals. Get your message out with SSS Multimedia. For more information, call 707-701-6416 or email info@sssmultimedia.com. Manticorp Tax and Accounting can help you minimize taxation, establish a corporate presence, and save you money. Our over 25 years of experience in domestic and international taxation and incorporation services makes us the best at what we do. Your first consultation at Manticorp is always free, and our discounted rates guarantee you will not end up paying for what you don't get. Try Manticorp today. For more information, call 707-701-6416 or email info at manticorpusa.com.
All right, folks, we are back. We've got right now the actual Sammy Ace Davis on the line, Outlaw Kart Racer. We've got him on the show. Thank you for being on Thank you for being on, man.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, well, it's exciting. It's exciting to have you, and it's also exciting. We're gonna get to your career in a moment, but I want to know something that I think is exciting. And my nickname is Ace. You know that. So how did you get your nickname Ace? Sammy Ace Davis. That's ironic that you share the same name as I do.
Well, actually, it's my real middle name.
It is? Wow.
Named after my great-great-grandfather. His name was A.C. Davis.
Okay.
And then my dad's middle name was Ace, and then my middle name is Ace.
Yeah, because that's exciting. Because obviously, I go by the name Ace, so I thought that was pretty exciting that we shared that, and that's your real middle name, so that's even more exciting. So let's go into the whole into your career. How did all of this wonderful, awesome world of outlaw kart racing begin for you?
One time we came to watch, and I think we were joking about it, and they said like maybe we would buy a car at some point, and then one day we just decided to buy me a cart, and then I started racing at the first race of the season, and then just kept going on from there.
Yeah, wow, it's exciting. And you've talk about how you moved up. You're racing a mini sprint with KSP, right? Mini sprint KSP. Explain to that tell us about that.
Well, I moved up. I started in the pure stock class.
Okay.
And I moved up into the gold plate animal, and then into animal, then the 250cc, and now I'm racing a 600cc or stricter in the PowerPoint series.
Yeah, would that be considered what we call a micro sprint, right?
Yes.
Kind of the same thing. Now, are you running it wingless and wing?
Well, so far I've only ran wing, but we're coming up on some wingless events pretty soon.
Yeah. So you're with a program I had seen on your thing, Careers on Wheels. Tell us about Careers on Wheels. You went to an elementary school and you went and got to do a promo. Tell us about that. That's pretty exciting.
Well, for that, our elementary school, like, they have a Careers on Wheels, which is basically a career day, but it's all on wheels, like police and firemen.
Oh, okay.
And some other stuff. And me and a fellow modified racer, John Freeman, came out there and talked to the kids about what we do and stuff, and showed them our cars.
Wow, that was exciting. Did you get any? I'm sure you inspired some other kids to want to get into racing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So let's go to the some moments for you. The Longhorn Shootout Gold Plate feature winner. Tell us about where that was and when that happened.
That was at the Longhorn Shootout in Alvarado, Texas, and I started on the pole for that race, and I basically just took off and never looked back.
That's cool. You just got right up front and you kept going, and let's talk about Cam. You're actually you've obviously racing over at Cam Cartway. How you doing at Cam right now?
I'm not racing at Cam anymore. They've ran some micro sprint shows in the past, but not recently.
Right.
In 2013, I won the Animal Championship and got Best Overall Driver. And in 2011, I won Rookie of the Year.
Wow, that's awesome. And then you won King of the Hill, your pure stock in 2012. That happened at Cam Cartway. Tell us about that.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. King of the Hill Pro Stock 2012, Cam Cartway. Tell us about that.
That's their event where they have, you go up, it's head-to-head, 2 people, and then however many cars were there that night, you keep advancing, so it's like a bracket, kind of.
Right.
And so I won that.
Yeah, that's exciting. Then going on to the Lone Star. The Lone Star Nationals are something huge. You know, tell us, you won the Lone Star National Championship in Wichita Falls, Texas. That's something, and that's something to be proud of, man. Tell us about that.
Well, I started on the pole for the race. I had won qualifying. I won my heat, so I started on the pole for that race. And I got passed by the second place person, and they led the whole race. And then on the very last lap, I passed them and won.
Oh, wow, that's exciting. So tell us a little more about your mini sprint. Where are you racing it right now?
Basically tracks all over Texas. As far as Greenville, Stephenville.
Wow.
Over the DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah, they've got actually I know they got Cam, but they've also got a big dirt track out there by the by Texas Motor Speedway. Is that the one you've worked and raced at? It's like right next to Texas Motor Speedway, I believe.
Not yet, but I hope to race there someday.
Oh yeah, that's a good track there. Well, 600s are coming a long way. I know they've had some of the 600s on the national circuit, and have you done anything on the national circuit with the 600s yet?
Not yet, but I would very much like to.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. You'll get there. So hey, any sponsors, thanks or shout-outs, or anybody you'd like to thank that has helped you along the way?
Bridgeport Road Construction, which is my aunt and uncle. Kelly and Mike, who run Cam Cartway. And my mom and dad.
Right on. Anything else you have on your mind that you want to tell us? You know, this is your time to shine, or we're gonna go ahead and go to another break and get into something else. But anything else you'd like to talk to us about? All right, man. We'll go ahead and let you go then. We're going to be right back after this in just a little bit to talk about some things happening in NASCAR. Thank you so much, Sammy Ace Davis. Thank you so much for calling in, man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. You have a good night. All right.
Bye.
All right, Sammy Ace Davis. I'm so excited. This weekend, let's get right onto it again. Cam Cartway, Red Boy Motorsports, JTR Electric, and Key to Victory Web Designs presents the Invitational, the top 100 outlaw karts of the country. $3,000 to win. Go to outlawkartinvitational.com. Again, outlawkartinvitational.com to find out more information. There's going to be 125s, 250 class. That's going to be $1,500 to win for the box stock, $500 to win for the lower stocks. Again, $3,000 for the top. The top 100 Open Outlaws karts of the country will be there June 11th, 12th, and 13th at Cam Cartway. Again, outlawkartinvitational.com. We have to take a short break, and we're going to be right back to talk about some things happening in NASCAR in just a moment.
You're invited to participate in a true multimedia experience coming to a home near you. LCM TV is bringing Lake County into the new millennium with news, live broadcast, information, music, talk shows, and local programming, all streaming in high definition online and soon to be on your Roku box. Join us at lcm-tv.com or be a part of our studio audience. You can also watch the shows at lakecomagazine.com as we provide programming to inform, enlighten, and maybe even enrage you. On Lake County Magazine Talk Show with Terry and Pete the Tax Guy, Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Like racing? Try the Checkered Flag Show, hosted by Ace Naylor on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. All ages and divisions in regional and national fields. Joni Lane brings a positive light to you every Monday at 3 p.m. Pasha Space brings an international flair as they discuss ecological, health, and social issues in Haiti with people around the world. End up your week with positive, conscious sounds on Saturday at 9 a.m. with Sister T on the bridge. This show is also simulcast on KMEC 105.1 FM in Ukiah. Our latest show, LCM TV News, is brought to you live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon, and rebroadcast at 6:30 p.m. and noon daily, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, featuring national, regional, and local news, weather, and sports. We have it all here for you on your local TV station, LCM TV. Join us online and soon on Roku, giving you access to all the best Lake County has to offer. We are LCMTV.com, your multimedia connection. Tune in for the fun. It's live TV at its best.
SSS Multimedia is sending you smoke signals, providing their clients with the ultimate communication and multimedia marketing, distribution, production, and web-based services. They feature high-def video equipment and quality audio sound. SSS is your multimedia source, from graphics for business cards to television production, radio, live sound, and everything in between. SSS is sending you smoke signals. Get your message out with SSS Multimedia. For more information, call 707-701-6416 or email info@sssmultimedia.com. Manticorp Tax and Accounting can help you minimize taxation, establish a corporate presence, and save you money. Our over 25 years of experience in domestic and international taxation and incorporation services makes us the best at what we do. Your first consultation at Manticorp is always free, and our discounted rates guarantee you will not end up paying for what you don't get. Try Manticorp today. For more information, call 707-701-6416 or email info@manticorpusa.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Some things happening in NASCAR right now. We're going to open the lines, 707-701-6029, 707-701-6029. So, Jeff Gordon and crew chief Alan Gustafsson had an angry exchange over the number 24 this past weekend. Hendrick Motorsports radio on Sunday, it was on the radio, actually the radio receivers on Sunday, during the 8th and final caution of the Exalta We Paint Winners 400. Now, happened at Pocono Raceway, requiring spotter Eddie Daunt to step down and try to attempt to cool things off. During the 8th and final caution lap, lap 142, Gordon was mirrored in 21st and had Gustafsson debated about how the number 24 car, they were asking to be explanative, what the problem was. The heat exchange prompted DeHunt and to tell the driver crew chief guys, let's settle down. Again, so let's go on to this a little bit. I kind of fumbled there, so let's talk about what it was about. It was the 8th and final caution lap, again, at lap 142. Gordon was mirrored in the 21st lap, and he had Gustafsson debated about the number 24 car and what I meant mirrored is, so they wanted to figure out what's going on there. So give us a call if you ever want to weigh in on it, 707-490-6029, 707-490-6029. So if you want to weigh in on that. Talk about some things that are coming up. Of course, we will not have this next week. We're going to show a repeat because I'm going to be gone at the Lone Star Nationals. Cam Cartway, Red Boy Motorsports, JTR Electric, and K2 Victory Web Designs presents the Invitational. Again, the top 100 outlaw carts of the country. $3,000, whopping $3,000 to win. That's going to be exciting, folks. It's going to be pretty competitive with the top 100 open outlaw carts of the country. We'll be there. Exactly 100 entries. I believe now they've got over 50 confirmed on the website, and you can go to outlawcartinvitational.com. That's outlawcartinvitational.com. If those of you who are Northern California carters, hey, bring what you got. They're asking for everybody around the entire United States to come out, and $3,000 to win. So you can't lose on that. outlawcartinvitational.com. The 125 and 250 class will win $1,500 to win. The box stock class and the lower classes will be $500 to win. Thursday and Friday night will be qualifying heats and dashes. Saturday night, which I'll be there to announce, will be exciting for Saturday, will be the pole shuffle and feature wins. Gates open at 2 p.m. Drivers meeting at 5:30. Races start at 6:30 p.m. Happening at Cam Cartway in Rome, Texas. Again, June 11th, 12th, and 13th this weekend. Be sure to sign up by going to outlawcartinvitational.com. Well, folks, for those of you who want to find out what we're going to be doing next week and where we're going to be at, go to our website, www.checkeredflagshow.com. That's www.checkeredflagshow.com. Be sure to like our page, The Checkered Flag Show. I want to thank all our guests that called in tonight. I want to thank Pleasant Cook, Cody Cheese 5 Pound, and, of course, Starman Tony Dodd. I'm so excited to have on the show, and Sammy Ace Davis. Folks, thank you so much for calling in. Until next week, you're watching The Checkered Flag. I'll add something in there to make it. There's like 9 minutes.